So you got
I
those
watch you every Sunday if I'm
you got
You
those
do.
porn films I made?
You're in the chat every Sunday. I do appreciate that. I try to be in yours, but today was my son's birthday, so I wasn't in the house
oh,
much today.
that's a good reason to miss it.
Yeah, but I believe we're live.
I see people. Hello,
Hey
people.
everybody.
Hi. How is everyone?
All right, so today we've got. I'm a bad hostess. Um, oh, this is why I hate this browser. Yeah, I've got Beck and Jenny here. All right, we'll do this again at the end because I know we have people that are different at the beginning than the end. But Beck, why don't you tell everybody who you are and what you do?
I have a channel called What the Beck, and basically I talk about everything. I don't talk much religion because everybody else in the community does. So I focus mainly on advocating for anybody that needs it, any minority. I don't care who they are, and we just have good discussions, and it's fun.
And Jenny, you're kind of like Doc. You don't post a lot on your own channel, but you're in a lot of streams. You tell
Yeah.
everybody what you like to do?
Well, I'm a professional gadfly, and so I make as many streams as I can here and on TikTok, and just do my best to annoy people each day. I'm retired, so I don't do anything. Isn't that nice? Um, except watch all you people working and going, ha ha ha. Ha.
All right. So today, oof, I appreciate all you lovely people. Doc, you want to try to,
I'm scared.
I don't know, give a little disclaimer about what they're going to be going, what we're putting them through, or
Yeah, so the first sentence honestly is going to do a better job at that than I could. I want you to sit down and I want you to think, okay, because it's going to be long. It's going to
Uh
have a
huh.
lot of clauses.
Uh huh.
It's probably not going to parse properly, but close enough to
Fun.
yeah.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
Also,
Don't try to make it make sense. Just go with it, and bring out lots of liquor. And you know what? I don't have my wine glass on me. I don't know how that happened. Um, I'm gonna let you guys get started, and I'm gonna find that because I
yeah, no,
refuse to start this without
it's
it.
I won't start
it's
without these either.
yeah,
This
no,
is a
it's
bowl since you can't see it.
the devil's lettuce is our friend in this situation. It's to be fair.
Amen, Doc.
Yeah, and to the
Okay,
whole chat, I'd say I'm sorry and you're welcome.
now, yeah, it it's a whole thing.
It's a whole thing.
Okay.
All right, Weasel.
Oh, by the way, this is our friend. This is our friend Bdell. To do
Yes.
the rounds of the numbers, we have almost 40,000 subscribers. Not as bad
Wow.
as some of the other channels, but still
A,
depressing.
a
And we
lot.
got we got
Yes.
we got 26,000 views. So
Uh huh.
there we go. Um,
Oh no, I saw the title of that finally.
yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Anunnaki Moors, the Galactic Bloodline. I don't
The
remember
Galactic.
this part of
Once
it.
I
I
saw
have
What?
Galactic, once
I
I saw Galactic, I knew this was going to be
oh
something special.
What?
Yeah.
What
He's
is this
something special,
about?
all right. We don't know.
besides the word blood, it is the least problematic word on screen.
Oh, oh Lord.
Yes. Yes.
Maybe I shouldn't have quit
Yo, what's good?
Christianity.
It's your boy Bdell. Today I'm going to give a historical analysis on the galactic bloodline of the Anunnaki, who are known as the Elohim, these primordial celestial gods that come from a different star system, the 19th galaxy on planet Risk, and how they're esoterically connected to the inception of the Moorish paradigm, which is an autonomous spiritual system that's outside the limitations of Freemasonic monotheism, right? A spiritual system.
Right.
These primordial historical and
Yeah, you should just
When
stop there.
when
That's enough.
when that I well, we're gonna review because that was the first sentence. That whole thing, that's a lot of words,
One
and
sentence.
it ends. And I asked Maya about this. I don't know if she saw it. About putting a counter on like in the corner of the thing for tonight's show, that we increment every time he asks right at the end of an absurd
Oh my
statement.
God. You know what? And I just saw that I can add a counter, and I wish I'd seen that because like it's something I have to go through. It's like to get it in, but you know what?
Okay,
I'm gonna put the time into figuring that out because he's kind of
because
like Darth Dawkins, how he's always like, okay, it's just like
he does
okay.
that, and there's another thing he says. It's like a longer phrase. I can't remember what it is. It'll
We'll
pop up.
find out.
But I just want to let's give him another chance to give that first impression.
Yeah.
Before we do that, could somebody pass me the blue cheese dressing? I need a lot for this word
For that
salad.
word salad. You may want, yeah, pass a blunt with that blue cheese salad. She's gonna need it.
Yo, man, right?
Yo, what's good? It's your boy Bdell. Today I'm going to give a historical analysis on the galactic bloodline of the Anunnaki, who are known as the Elohim, these primordial celestial gods that come from a different star system, the 19th galaxy on planet Risk, and how they're esoterically connected to the inception of the Moorish paradigm, which is an autonomous spiritual system that's outside the limitations of Freemasonic monotheism, right? So
Right.
before we get started,
Yeah.
I mean,
So the 19th galaxy on the planet Risk is what he called that. Okay.
It didn't even occur to me to bring up any of those parts because literally any 4 words in a row of that thing you could spend 20 minutes talking about, being like, what?
Right, it's true.
right.
And the thing is, I'm so conscious now of every time you say right, Beck. That
Correct. You are correct.
This man has already broken me.
Yeah.
The
You already had PTSD and you've only seen it once.
only word I've understood out of that whole thing was Elohim. I've heard that in a religious context sometimes.
Yeah. He's not talking about that.
Okay.
Oh. Not.
You know what? I'm gonna do this right now because otherwise, it's gonna, yeah. Okay, let's give him a little bit more time to lay this on us. Why is it? Oh wait, that's the wrong. There we go.
I'm getting my screen share going.
Oh, please don't.
Oh no,
Before
it's
we get
coming.
started,
Oh, here we go. No, you do, Al.
Before we get started, I want to give honors to the Moorish Science Temple of America. I want to give honors to Dr. Malachi Z. York L. I want to give honors to the Prophet Noble Jew Ali, and I also want to give honors to Elijah Pooh Bey, who is known as the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, right? So when you look at things from a retrospective point of view, and you break down the barriers of pseudo-concept of knowledge that's venerated by American society, you can see why they demonize these 3 master teachers. That's because they were teaching our people that we have a divine creed and a nationality. They were teaching our people that we have a bloodline that's esoterically connected to something higher. When you're talking about the Anunnaki, when you're talking about our bloodline being connected to a geographical landmass in America, which is originally called the Land of Mu, that was connected to Atlantis that predates Egypt.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So
Egypt. Galaxy 19, Planet Risk. Got it. Okay.
I've never heard this mentioned in the geology I took about plate tectonics. So I'm confused. I'm lost in time.
this is like hardcore Moorish sovereign citizen
Yeah.
stuff.
Okay.
Which, if you're not familiar with it, is an entire sort of sub thing within, but not even within. Like in every other metric, they're very orthogonal groups. Because your typical sovereign citizen is like a white nationalist dude, and these are basically black nationalists, I guess. So.
Well, now I have an understanding of the seriousness of which I have to take it.
Yes. Yeah, he's wearing a fez right now, as
Uh-huh.
is this guy, and he thinks that he I think he thinks that like they are Native Americans in a literal
Oh,
sense,
I
Okay.
see.
and it, that's simply not accurate. So, but
Now, what
Yeah,
they
because
would
I think we were talking about this last time. Like they think they're sovereign citizens. They think that they're kind of like the. I mean, yeah, no, you hit the nail on the
there,
head when you said black nationalists. And
yes,
but
in this case,
he,
yeah,
yeah, in particular thinks like higher bloodline and which I guess goes with the white. I mean, a black white or a black nationalism kind of thing. Um, if you're thinking about like I don't know, like how white nationalists who subscribe to the aquatic ape theory, then this would be that for black people.
it's this is um in legal circles, because the whole sovereign citizen thing ends up mostly playing out as like horrible legal arguments
Uh-huh.
from people representing themselves.
Yeah.
It's the legal equivalent of the flat Earth movement. It so yeah.
Yeah.
will tell you about Atlantis
I
that it existed, but they won't.
That's a great place to stop.
You,
Jenny,
you,
what were you
you,
saying?
you were going to say something, and then he interrupted with his talk of Atlantis, and that
Oh,
that
well,
was
that's
my
okay.
bad.
Which
I love
definitely
it.
existed.
I love Atlantis. Go ahead.
Won't tell you that it was a melanated civilization that was controlled and governed by Moors, right? So now I'm gonna pull
Right?
up this document. It says verbatim in it is the
Oh.
1848 Supreme Court decision in June 6th. It says verbatim that the title holders of the land belongs to the Moors, right? So here's the
What are we
document
at?
right here.
Maybe like 6 or 7.
1848 Supreme Court decision. It says the United States does not own the land of the ancient mound builders of North America, much more than 1 million square miles of land. The Moors, the Mers, the title holders. So you're talking about the titles, El, Bay, Day, Ali. These are basically 5 civilized tribes that was connected to the so-called Native American tribes, right? So when you're talking about the Washita Indians, the Cherokee, the Chickasaw, the Creek, the Seminole, the Yamansis, all these is basically an amalgamation of tribes that belong to the geographical location of America, who are actually so-called black people, right? So
Wait a minute. Just because they're black people does not automatically make them descended from Moors.
Right. Right. He doesn't
Right.
First of all,
he doesn't understand
you would
shit.
need solid proof of that just to begin with.
Well, they're black, and that's your proof.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm white, but I'm not an
Well,
asshole,
hold
so
on.
whatever.
He does not identify as black though,
Oh.
and he spends a lot of time calling the. He spends a lot of time telling everybody to not identify as black, and I'm like, I got offended. I was like, who are you to tell me that I'm not black? And then Maya looked at me funny, and I was like, okay, well, that's fair.
But the point is that
Exactly.
okay, here's a good example. Great example. Ox is half Native American and half just white, whatever American, right? But he looks like a white dude. That doesn't make him not Native American half. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
There are plenty of people out there that have, I'm sure, have something black somewhere in their distant heritage, but they just don't show it physically. So
So they don't count.
my point is you can't just go based on your skin. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Maya.
yeah,
You're
yeah,
right.
look,
You're
look,
right. You're right.
Like we're in a new world here. Like you only
Yeah.
count if you count, and they decide if you count, and that's how white and black nationalism works.
Yeah,
Maya?
and keep in mind, you're not considering the cultural implications of the context of Atlantis, which is very relevant to the entire social system that he's describing.
Maya,
Okay, so
Ma'am,
when they
wait,
find
whoa, whoa,
Atlantis, they
whoa,
can
whoa,
have it.
whoa. Jenny hasn't spoken
Sorry.
a lot yet.
Sorry.
my brain is starting to leak.
Oh, Stephanie, God. So sorry. Jenny. It only gets better.
I mean, Bdell starts off strong, though. Not gonna lie, he did start off
He
strong.
does. He does. Gotta give
Hey,
it.
look, if they find that 1 million square miles of land that's Atlantis, they can have it. Go dig it out, buddy. It's all yours.
Wait for it. We are still getting to that.
Oh God.
So now I'm going to show you the Divine Constitution and Bylaws, Act 6, when I'm going to show you why
Act
it's imperative that you do not call yourself under these slave titles, right? So how are you going to have a fifth dimensional frequency? How are you going to be woke when you...
I didn't remember that.
Whoa!
I did not remember him saying that.
That escalated quickly. How did we get to that?
How many rights did I miss? At least 2. Crap. I'm trying to keep a tally. I think I started with 7, and
Oh my God.
then those were like 3 tallies. But I'm pretty bad.
I'm
at it.
surprised we're
right.
not at
It's been about
17.
You know what? We can do it. I
Mark.
believe.
You still apply yourself to 3-dimensional concepts, when you still apply yourself to calling yourself Black, African American, Negro, or Colored. So now I'm going to pull up the Divine Constitution and Bylaws, right, that was propagated by the prophet. So now...
Who's the prophet? Is it... Who's the prophet? I don't know.
I think I don't know, maybe we didn't pick that up in a different video.
I didn't hear anything about a prophet.
I don't think he's covered it in this video.
Okay.
Maybe it's the last video. We're not watching
Yeah.
We're watching this one. So maybe he'll tell us. I guess we'll see.
Yep. Yeah.
Well, he likes
when
talking
you
about it.
read- Yeah, when you read the Divine Constitution of the Moor Science Temple of America, Act 6, it says that we are not Negroes, colored folks, Black people, or Ethiopians, because these names were given to slaves by slaveholders in 1779 and lasted until 1865 during the time of slavery. So like I said, in order to be recognized by the said government, you have to have a free national name. You have to have a nationality.
Wow.
How did the second thing he said at all connect to the first thing he said? The first thing he said has some like.
I can kind of follow where he's going with that, but yeah, and then we just jump right into thing 2, which is like home of non sequitur central.
Yeah, he's like, because of A, B, and C, we have a duck.
Therefore,
like,
W.
jerking off over here.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Therefore,
Maya,
32.
yeah, no, Maya, you're giving him the benefit of the doubt that he stayed in the alphabet. He didn't stay in the alphabet.
Right.
Oh my God.
So anybody who is telling you to venerate the concept of being an African American, telling that you are Black people, they are basically a provocateur and an agent of chaos, right? Because it keeps you acclimated to the 14th Amendment, which is a fraudulent contract because it was never ratified, because they place semantics and verbiage in the wordology. You see what I'm saying?
Oh,
Right,
exactly.
exactly.
You see what I'm saying is the other thing he says a lot.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
You're right.
He
Yeah.
said that like 4 times already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and he has to tell you that you know what he's saying, because nobody is following what the fuck he's saying.
Yeah, I see
But
what
if he
you're saying.
says it enough, like maybe we think we do.
Why do I get the feeling that every adjective he uses is like 6 or 7 layers down from the definition?
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. A Black Hebrew Israelite? I don't know.
It's definitely got
I will say, though,
some overlap.
when I stopped and listened the first time, like, around, and was careful about it, which faded off as I had to deal with him and the psychic damage, as I'm sure you understand. I was struck by how reliably there was actually a fairly reasonable definition and application of that word in that case semantically. When you put it together, it was just some hot nonsense, right? Mm-hmm. Damn it. But you see what I'm saying?
Because the 14th Amendment is what keeps you acclimated to democracy. Democracy is a de facto government, which is the shadow government that's propagated by Luciferianism, that's connected to the Freemasonic order, that keeps you operating outside your spiritual capacity. So you don't know who you are. So like I said, if you don't know your nationality, you don't understand history.
Obviously.
So there was Luciferianism was in there.
I heard words. Maybe. I'm not convinced he didn't throw some alphabet soup on a wall and just try to pronounce everything that stuck to it.
I love how he's reading shit that other people have written, and he just stuck it together. That's what he's doing. You can tell when he's reading shit.
Oh yeah, he's definitely reading shit.
What is he trying to accomplish in this?
Oh, he's trying to educate us.
So this is just the skeleton framework of a belief, a religion.
Yeah. He's proselytizing.
Passport from another planet. Okay.
All black people are magical, and then there's you white people.
Well, that's true. I mean,
we all know that. That's why so many white people hate so many. No, I'm just kidding.
He's kind of like a black Alex Jones. He's sort of like a black Alex Jones.
Right? Yeah. Right. He definitely has that vibe, doesn't he?
Oh, I feel so bad for him.
He definitely has that vibe. I'm going to agree with that. Black Alex Jones.
I hope he gets better before they sue him for $1 billion.
Understand history.
Which was that was upheld.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, what?
You don't understand the law. When you don't understand the law, you ain't got no you don't have any rights. You see what I'm saying? So you can see how this is basically synchronized all together. So like I said, man.
Does this dude understand that you could call black people whatever and people are still going to be racist against them? It has nothing to do with what you call yourself at all.
Well, if you're a sovereign citizen. You're not holding all look, I understand you have the different things. You got to hold it together with glue. Doc, are you flipping out on us? My
Roomba was in here and it got stuck and then it went error. There's a thing you got to do. You stupid idiot. Why are you sitting there? And so then I picked it up and I pressed the button so it'll try and find its way home. And, it's like 20 feet that way, so who the hell knows? I mean, probably a coyote's going to eat it.
The Roomba knew there was, so much bullshit. It just needed to come to clean it up. It's just I'm here to save you.
Okay, yeah. I have 2 questions.
Yes.
One, either one is applicable. How did the Roomba get outside, or why is there a coyote in your living room?
Well, I mean, don't ask questions the answers to which are going to put me in legal jeopardy. Okay? Can you just can we be friends on this? Because I live in California, my man. and if they come to my house and see the menagerie I've got going on in here, weasels are natural zookeepers. This is all I'm saying.
Yeah, okay.
Man, when you get pulled over by the police, you cannot stand on your square because you don't have a nationality. So with me being a Moor, my name is Bdell Rice Bay. So when I get pulled over by the cops, I have to put my nationality on the record, because they cannot impose the law if they don't have a nationality, because they're operating outside of the constitutional fold of government, meaning that they are outside of law, right? Because
Right.
So is he saying that if you claim to be a Moor and a sovereign citizen, then nobody can do anything to you and everybody has to leave you alone and you're never going to get
Yes.
shot or anything? Because
Yes.
that's bullshit.
We love a
Yes.
sovereign citizen.
Yes. Yes.
The stupidity.
That is how sovereign citizenship works, as far as I can tell. It is
You
actually
hear them tell it.
yes, and on an individual level, the way it's normally conceptualized, it's actually stunning how few of them have ended up dead because of it. Because
Actually, yeah. They think that if you're not an American citizen, you can't get arrested in America or something. I don't know what they think.
I've never had any cop ask me my nationality when I got a speeding ticket.
They do not care.
Because they asked you in the first sentence, do you understand why I pulled you over? Or that I pulled you over, and if you say you understand anything that they said, then that means that you are saying and contractually obligating yourself irrevocably to the fact that you stand under their authority, and now they can tell you to do whatever they want, including like eat your own spleen or something.
Yeah,
it gets dark.
It does get dark. I'm not sure about the rest of what you said, but it does get dark. So,
well, the spleen was, I was.
You are under the authority of the land on which you are traveling, and that
doesn't mean anything.
Not if you're a sovereign citizen.
Well, it doesn't mean, yeah.
Coincides with international violation rules, so they have to have a delegation of authority order from Congress. Right. So now, where we gonna go?
Weasel.
So I'm gonna pull up this other document. So when you go to the Black's Law Dictionary, you're gonna pull up the law.
Bingo.
4th edition. So like I said, when you acclimate yourself to these titles is basically under the Civil War II's principles in the Black's Law Dictionary. So like I said, you are basically a corpse of the corporation that keeps you connected to being oppressed by their system, right? So now when you go to the term free white persons, which coincides with the Naturalization Act, it tells you right here it does not apply to the Caucasian race, Asian race, the Indo-European race.
Hold on, actually, I kind of want to read what this does say.
All right, well, go for broke.
Free white persons referred to in Naturalization Act as amended by a bunch of stuff that I don't care about, has meaning naturally given to it when first used, meaning all persons belonging to the European races then commonly counted as white. Free white persons means people that we commonly call white. Like, helpful, very helpful. And their descendants, including such descendants in other countries to which they have emigrated. So that includes all descendants, for the record. And then it includes all European Jews. They put that right at the top. They're like, Jews count as white people. That's interesting.
What if your heritage goes back to, say, I don't know, French Canadian before the Revolutionary War ever started?
Yeah. Yes. Because French Canadian is French or English or a combination.
Okay.
And then it lists a bunch. Celtic, Scandinavian, Teutonic, Iberian, Latin, Greek, Slavic.
I speak Latin.
It's a lot. North African inhabitants of Sealy and the mixed Slav and Tartar inhabitants of South Russia. It does not mean Caucasian, Aryan, or Indo-European. I don't know what that means in the context of what it earlier says, but.
Well, they use Caucasian and white as the same, so just
they don't though. That's my point. Well, yeah, they do, but this thing that they're quoting does not.
Yeah, I
like,
understand.
very explicitly and confusingly because I don't. But that's mostly because I don't know where it's from and what they mean by words.
Well, it's really, really old print, number one. And number two, it's really hard to read down at the bottom.
Yeah,
The mixed Indo-European, Dravidian, and things of that nature. It tells you that the free white persons are basically the Moorish inhabitants of Spain, Portugal, North Africa, and America, right? So I'm not going to read the whole thing, but like I said, it says, it's pretty much cut and dry. You know what I'm saying? Once you break down the dynamics of how law works, because they use different words and wordology when you're in the court of law.
They use that different wordology.
Well, the law is interpreted by whatever place you happen to be trying to exercise it. The United States has its laws. Canada has its laws.
Oh, sure. Blame Canada.
It's always their fault.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's easy to blame Canada, and they always say they're sorry.
They're so nice.
Yeah.
Free white persons in court means something totally different. It only applies to the people who have a nationality, right? So now I know y'all wondering what's on my head. What I have on my head is the Fed. So when you're talking about the Anunnaki, when they came down, the primordial celestial gods, when you're talking about the Book of Enoch, the 200 fallen angels, when they first projected to...
What?
Wow.
When were we talking about this?
I don't know. You just pulled it out.
You
of his
may
ass.
remember him. You may remember it from him saying it right now.
Like we were talking about, exactly.
Yeah. Wow.
That's not Steph. That's Jenny. Wrong icon.
Hi, Steph.
Steph's in the chat.
Yeah, Steph is in the chat. So hi, Steph. But up here is Jenny.
Yeah, really. Steph's got way more gray hair than I do. Come on.
Yeah, seriously. You guys should go tell the difference.
We love you so much, Steph.
They projected in the geographical landmass of America. So what I have on my head is a Fez. The Fez is basically the symbology of infinite wisdom. It's the symbology of finite knowledge.
Those are not the same thing. Those are very different. The symbology of infinite wisdom and the symbology of finite knowledge, like the juxtaposition there is like very clear and obvious, is it not? I'm sorry.
I apologize. I tried it. I'm trying to unmute my mic, and it seems that when I does that, it kicks me out.
It kicks you out.
Okay.
Oh, that's
Well,
crazy.
it's happened twice now.
That's weird.
I'll try not to cough then.
Well, no, if you need to cough, you can cough. I mean, if you're having a coughing fit, that's one thing. But people cough. We clear our throats. So it's okay to be a human here.
We smoke pot. It's okay. We know.
We drink
damn.
a lot.
You found out? How did you know?
Jesus, Jenny. How many years have I known you?
Apparently too many.
Been
You know my
4 now.
secrets.
Thank you very much. I know everything about you.
Wait a minute. Even that.
Yeah,
even
he needs a propeller on top of his fez. Agreed, Al.
Even that thing with the baseball bat.
Well, we'll talk about that some other time. That's
Okay.
nowhere near this topic.
Oh, yeah, we've got a lot of bullshit to get through.
Yes, fifth dimensional frequency, absolutely. And all the ancestors come from Galaxy 19 from the planet Risk. That's what he said. I don't forget numbers. That's exactly what he said.
And maybe we're going to tie all that in at some point. It's hard to even get that out of my mouth. It's like, maybe he'll make it make sense.
No. No, we're not.
Funny, my.
Whatever.
That's not how this works.
Okay,
Because
go
the
ahead.
tassel is what connects you through the unification of the 144,000, right?
Oh.
So like I said, you are now woke if you don't have a nationality. You cannot unify if you don't have a nationality. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, in order to survive the shift from a mental standpoint, you have to unify together under a nationality.
Wait a minute.
So
hold
when
on.
you're
Hold
talking
on.
about
Yeah, I'm sorry. That
So
that
let me get
actually
this
was a different
straight.
video.
Let me get this straight here. So, if all black people should say they're more or more-ish,
Yeah, you just gotta say it.
from the more, so if everybody should say that, and every black person is really more-ish, how does he know who the 144,000 is? What makes him think he's one of them?
Because he's, oh, I'm sorry, he's not black.
Because
He's
if
more.
every black person on the planet,
said
that's
it.
a lot of fucking black people, folks.
Well, yeah,
Stop
but
calling them
apparently,
144,000.
apparently he's only going to be able to get 144,000 to say it, and that's all you need.
He'd be lucky to get that many.
He would be. Well, he's clearly up to
mean,
almost 40.
He's up to
thousand.
So we're
Hey,
doing
just
all right.
because
To
people
add,
subscribe, they do not. That does not mean that they agree. A lot of people subscribe just to troll.
He does not
remember
that.
Not as many people do that as people say.
Yeah.
Like, I don't subscribe to any of these, and it's very much the sort of thing I would do.
Most of the people in our atheist world are subscribed to all the assholes so they can go troll them. Absolutely. A lot of, but usually the mod type people, like Titan. He's one of those.
Yeah, there's
maybe
a lot of people who like follow people, and I'm like, how do you know what Standing for Truth did last night? It's like, I was in the stream, and I'm like, I didn't I wouldn't even know that they were live.
Right?
And it's just like a fun time for I guarantee half the people in this chat. So, I'm not judging.
Yeah, I actually don't know. Standing might be one of those few exceptions, because the thing about Standing is they're also sort of a hub for a lot of awful in like a very convenient sort of just buffet style sort of way.
Yeah.
Like if you need to find some stupid, you can always go over to Standings, right? So.
Oh yeah. See, that's the thing. If I feel like trolling them, I just type their names in and then go there. I don't subscribe to them. I'm not giving them one more fucking person than they fucking deserve. They don't even deserve
they also, yeah. Sometimes you wanna like argue with people in chat though. Just sometimes you want to argue with people in chat. Okay, it's a thing. And if it's on subscriber only mode, then I'm in a pickle. And subscribing is free, so I'll eat that.
I want to judge so much, but if it weren't for him doing exactly that, these shows never would have started. So,
Yep.
The Anunnaki, when they came down, what you see right here, this is a Sumerian hieroglyph. He has a fez on the head, on his head, just like I do, and he also has the cross right there, but it's not an actual cross. That cross is basically the symbology of the crossing planet Nibiru, which is the mothership. So,
now we have a mothership
from Nibiru.
Yeah. Or wait, is Nibiru the mothership?
Did I miss a like?
Nibiru is the mothership.
Yeah.
That's a quote.
Did I miss a like?
Okay, now wait a minute. Okay. I get that you have to have a mothership because that's where the satellites are born. But I have never seen a fathership.
Leo, symbology? I know, right? I'm not going to pick apart his grammar. There's so many other things to pick apart. I don't have time to pick apart.
You have to get past the grammar too.
You got to let something go, Leo.
Right, something. Go. I mean, there's so much stuff that we're letting go. Like, we're only hitting it, it's like the news cycle under Trump. It's like, man, there's so much shit going on.
We're just taking the top off high mounts. That's what we're doing.
Like, okay, yeah. How far are we? Sorry, hold on. It's so. Did YouTube change a thing, or is there a setting I need to change to change the opacity of this area, because it's hard to read and identify things sometimes. Oh, you can't see it on the screen.
They did change something, but I'm not sure if it's changeable.
Because I can barely.
Right. Yeah. I hate that.
And it makes it difficult to do the pacing. But our pacing isn't terrible.
All right, we can talk about that later, though. Right now, we spent 20 minutes.
But, I have to sometimes I gotta take a minute and distract myself while
you're processing, yeah.
It's easier when you don't pay attention, you know.
Occultism and all these secret societies, you can see where they get these concepts of knowledge from. So what they actually do is they take the more science, they take all the knowledge, and then they colonize it and usurp it and create secret societies, right? So when you're talking
Oh, here we go, secret societies.
I'm just going to say, Alex, I understand the spirit with which you're giving us. We did do a really great diagram last stream. I don't think it's going to help make this make sense.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter because half of the shit coming out of his mouth is made up conspiracy theory, fucking cultish bullshit. So none of it's going to make sense to us anyways.
You think this guy has a job?
This is his job, and it probably is paying all right.
Well,
are you serious?
Not to pick on anybody else, but he does look like he's streaming from his bedroom, so he could still live at Mom's house. We don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah, that could be the
I'm
basement. I see no windows. That could be the basement.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right, but it's a pretty fly bedroom. Okay, if none of you guys are gonna say it, I'm gonna say it. It's objectively that's a sweet bedroom, and it does not look like green screen to me.
That's because basements are big. No, if it was a green screen, buddy, he'd have like some lavish, badass bed, king size with big, like he'd have something fancy behind him. He wouldn't just have regular furniture.
Okay.
Because no sense in putting up a green screen just to make it look like what it would look like anyways.
That's not a regular bed, though. That's like a Star Trek bed. Look at it. Okay, it's glowing.
Oh, my God. Could do that with a light strip.
The origins of it all came from the More Science Temple.
We have a diagram, by the way. So I need chat to immediately get like full on in analyzing this diagram and coming up with your own wacky theories.
Because when you're talking about Nimrod, which is who they venerate in the Freemasonic order through Luciferianism, Nimrod was actually a so-called Negro because he was the first master builder in Kemet, right? So like I said, you got the ancient Babylonians. Like I said, it was connected to the Sumerian aspect. So all these, you got the Kabbalism, Gnosticism, Knights of Templar, the Order of the Saints of John of Jerusalem, the Knights of Malta, Skull and Bones, the Theosophical Society, the Illuminati. So like I said, when you're talking about these
things that don't exist.
Did you guys notice that all the ones with the big hard words in it, he skips over and he reads the ones that have the... I'm not kidding. He's done it every time. He did it in that big script he had. He was just picking out the easy shit to read. I'm not kidding. He's done it the entire time. Oh my God. A fucking idiot.
These conglomerate
he didn't even want to try.
Organizations.
No, it's
go.
These secret societies, all they did was they took more science, flipped it around, inverted it under Luciferianism, and created fake religion, fake science, false spiritual systems, and things of that nature to basically keep you operating outside of your mental and spiritual capacity to where you don't know who you are, right?
I gotta say, this guy is making me operate outside of my mental and spiritual capacity until I don't know who I am.
Tapioca, I figured it out. I figured out the bed. That bed's a Murphy bed. And the white part is the inside of yes, I know for sure. I've slept on it before. My sister has one. Huh. That is and I looked at him for tiny home stuff. That is a fucking Murphy bed, which means it's a spare bed that he put a cool headboard on. And that's not it. He's sleeping on a spare bed, is what I'm saying. So yeah,
it's totally the basement.
It's totally the basement.
I think it's a sweet looking room, is all I'm saying, and I'm gonna stand by that, even though your points are also valid.
He has good lighting and it's well decorated. I will give him that. Yes.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna
out of everything, you're debating about whether the room's nice.
I got 600 square feet here. It's nothing. It's not a lot. Okay, so I don't want to start a fight that I'm gonna lose.
I cannot make out anything in that room because I'm on my phone, and that picture of the room is about 8, 9, 10 millimeters.
I was gonna say 3 millimeters. Swear to God, that's what I was gonna say.
Fair.
I can barely tell that there's a human being there.
Well, slightly. We're not sure yet. The jury's still out on whether he's human. Go ahead, Diesel.
Right? So now, where are we gonna go?
He's
Don't
so
know.
organized too.
It's yours, right? It's your
So
right.
now, like I said, when the Anunnaki, when they came down, these primordial gods, they was wearing fezzes on their heads.
Primordial
Right.
gods.
With fezzes on their heads.
Yes. Yes.
You know, there were several different kinds of hat wear that were that style that were not considered a fez. I'm just saying. The fezzes were not the only thing. They didn't patent the goddamn shape of the hat. Fezzes are the ones that have the things hanging off the back. The other ones don't have that. It's not the same fucking hat, you asshole.
Do they also have to be red? Is it? It's not from the back though. It's red at the top, right?
I used to know an upsettingly large number of Shriners, and they all had fezzes, and or would that fez eye? Who knows? Fez, and they all looked exactly like this. They all looked exactly like this, as best I can tell from my
that color with the black
and the little tassel. Yeah,
yeah,
okay,
I agree.
Okay.
And if it doesn't have the tassel, it's not a fez.
I saw a close-up magician take a fez and make a magic trick out of it. That was pretty cool.
Oh.
Come on, what's going on?
I like how his beard looks like a little upside down fez, right? Like just
They were wearing fezzes on their heads. So then when you look at the hieroglyphics in Kemet,
Fezzes on their chin.
does he have on
Fezzes
his head?
everywhere.
yeah, right. That's not a fez.
The condoms were fez shaped. Everything was a fez.
Yep.
Sign of nobility, which is also called a tarnush. And when you're talking about the cuneiform language and things of that nature. So now
That's
I'm gonna pull
not
up.
That is not the same thing. If it was the same thing, guess what? The name would translate to the same thing.
Right?
It's
Yeah.
not the same thing.
The map.
Oh
Whoa,
my God.
dude! I mean, hey, we got a map here.
Ooh.
It's a whole map.
Oh,
It's
that's
not a
where
whole-
it's located.
Maya, it's not a whole map.
It is a whole. Oh wait, you know what? Lemuria is not on here, but is Mu? Are they?
China's not on there either.
Asia. It's just Asia.
But by God, Atlantis is there, isn't it?
Well, some of Asia.
That's what I said. It's a whole map. But I don't know.
It's not a whole.
Sometimes Mu is Lemuria. Like you can interchange them, and sometimes they're separate. That's why I have to ask to figure out if it's actually a whole map.
Well, it doesn't wrap around on itself. So there's
no, it doesn't wrap around all the way. He took the chunk out of the middle where Atlantis is in the center of it.
Look, Mu could have just been chopped off in the center like that. You don't know.
Maybe a little bit of Africa.
I'm going to ask you.
Yeah, but
Europe,
about
Asia.
Mu, you're absolutely right, Maya. I don't know that Mu doesn't have that on its side, but I do know that about Asia. That Asia doesn't just end like that. I've been to parts of Asia that are not on this map.
Yes, I was going to say it's mostly coastal, so there is an edge there that goes out into the water, and actually that part of Asia has a little island piece thingy that sticks out, if I remember correctly. Anyways, Carrie.
Also, Australia.
Yeah. Okay. But wait a minute. This could be a whole map for a fucking idiot that thinks that there's an ice wall, a world outside of the ice wall, and goddamn inner Earth.
And an inner Earth.
I bet she's a flat earther. That's why there's no Australia. It doesn't fit.
And an inner Earth. I don't think
a
you
flat and hollow
that
earther.
statement.
Okay, the geometry on that.
Can't do both.
Have you seen the guys they say there's a dome and we're actually in the center?
He probably says that too.
No, we're around the outside and the sun and everything is in the center. That's what they say. They're fucking crazy.
The world has
all of those are way more sane than this though. Like
you can't have a hollow Earth and a flat Earth.
And geocentrism, for the record, is just as mathematically valid as any other choice of a coordinate system.
Would that make it top heavy? Would just be like whoop. We'd all be Australia.
I was thinking, did
real.
Trump see this map here and then decide that's why it was okay to add the black line in the hurricane forecast?
Africa's on the map, but Trump couldn't have seen it.
Yeah, no, he wouldn't have included Africa. He would have included Russia though, for sure.
Yeah, Russia would have been way bigger.
For sure.
It could be flat and hollow. Alex, it could be flat and hollow, but it would have to be like a real small, like a cake box instead of big square massive one or something. So there's a layer under there.
No, I mean it's like arguing for a globe Earth and a flat Earth. I mean that's what you're saying.
Mark said it's the stupid trifecta.
Yeah.
This mixed with globe, hollow, and flat Earth. It's the trifecta. This guy's an idiot. It's official.
Yeah.
My favorite's the donut Earth.
Where's the thing?
Purple.
I'm gonna pull up the map, talking about the land of Mu.
Mu.
And how it was connected
Diana
to
here?
Atlantis. Right? You got
Mu.
Like, for instance, when you're talking about Pangea before the continental drift, because what they don't talk about in the Bible has an amalgamation of 72 books, but the original books came from the 5 Mosaic laws. And then they amplified it to 72 books and then condensed it down to 66. So now there's 27 books that's missing out of the Bible when it's talking about the first flood, when you're talking about the continental drift, when all the landmass was basically connected to each other. So
the first flood, wait.
Whew. Man, that's a mouthful.
Were there multiple floods? Like big biblical floods?
He might be referring to the mud flood.
Yeah.
You don't know about the mud flood?
No, I know. We're very familiar with mud flood theorists. Okay. Our good friend Roger is
crazy, psycho,
insane. Jerks off with a feather in his hand. I don't know. What do you want?
Yeah, I know. It's too many possibilities.
I know.
Puzzling.
We could keep going for like 20 minutes. Like this is my
right?
Idiotic, unrealistic,
and so. Oh God.
Assumption based.
And then you got North and South America between Atlantis. That's why you got the Bermuda Triangle on the coast of the Atlantic Ocean.
Oh my God!
Right. So, like I said, when you having this fifth dimensional shift that's taking place on the planet, you're gonna see new landmass that was basically destroyed, millions of years ago. Once you come into the fact that all these land masses it basically predates everything in the Bible. It predates everything.
So hold on. So Atlantis was a big fancy city before they tore it down back when people were like Cro-Magnon. No. Before the Bible and everything, people didn't have. I mean, the Bible's so old. You have to go back so far. Somebody give me the numbers. Who was alive back then?
I don't actually know for sure, but I think the oldest texts in the Bible probably date from at absolute oldest, I think 1200 BC.
No, that's the part that Mitch McConnell wrote.
Okay, so if you go back 6,000 years, tell me what people were like. Or 5,000.
I don't know, Egyptian?
I'm just
The
saying.
Egyptians have been around for a long time.
They couldn't have built a
long
freaking
time.
empire like they say Atlantis is out in the middle of the ocean on a fucking island.
Well, certainly not with that attitude. They couldn't.
That looks a lot more like a continent, I would say, in size. Wouldn't you? Other people?
Yeah, it's a continent for
All
sure.
right.
Yeah, well, yeah, a remarkably low effort continent. Look at it. It is geographically so uninteresting.
I
Even
But
wonder
compared
who
to the
picked
other
that
fictional
shape.
one.
But
Did somebody
at least
say,
it gets
let's make it look like broccoli with the end cut off? Because that's what it looks like to me. I don't know what that is.
at least it gets a participation trophy.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Only one. Wow.
In the Bible, because the Bible's history only goes back to 4000 BC, and the people who's telling you the history about
Bible's history only goes back to 4004 BC. Fantastic.
the Bible,
Okay, I don't
they
know if that's
came
true,
from.
but
They
okay.
was created in
So
4086 BC.
he's
on
also a
the
young Earth creationist, it sounds like.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
that doesn't, like, I don't know how you get to that date. That's a weird date to hold to.
Because
The Earth is only 6,000 years old, so you take off 2,000 from that,
Okay.
and you got 4,000 left. So that must be what is BC.
I suppose. That's possible. I thought it was a few hundred years more though, but who knows,
island of Patmos, right, which is on the
right?
basically West Asia, because there's no such thing as Europe. Europe is a
There's no such thing as Europe, chat. We gotta ask chat. Can we ask chat if there's such a thing as Europe?
It
Yeah.
says so right on his map, doesn't it?
It's on the map. It says Europe. So he's got it on his map and accounts for it, but it doesn't exist. I got it out.
So I'm guessing most of the chat thinks
But
that
Atlantis does.
Lemuria and Mu are not interchangeable. We got that at 15%. But another winner, Tapioca Weasel, 72%.
Whoa! Fantastic.
Who would have guessed?
I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the Academy. And
So what am I asking now? Is Europe a planet? What does he think it is?
doesn't exist. No,
Doesn't exist.
It is
Alright.
Europe. You could just ask, is Europe?
Well,
And,
that's wrong.
Yeah,
It looks like a moose.
it does look like it.
Kind of does look like a moose.
the created continent. So, like I said, these land masses that was basically lost, these lost land masses that happened in, during the time of the continental drift. When the fifth dimensional ship is complete, you're gonna see Atlantis. You're gonna see the land of Mu. You're gonna see, these ice walls that's gonna melt, and there's gonna be a shift in the land mass. You're gonna see all types of stuff, right?
Right?
So now
I'm dying to find out how they lost the
we're
continents.
gonna talk about.
I mean, haven't you ever lost a continent?
I agree,
Well, yeah,
Mark.
but
That's what I was
I'm-
saying.
I'm really not very talented.
Oh, where is it at?
Right.
We're gonna listen to Elijah Muhammad, what he has to say about how, the Moorish paradigm is also connected to Mars, because the word Mars actually means
Here we go.
Lamu, Mu, which means deity of war, because Mars inverted. Now, I got this download when I was doing my research. So Mars inverted actually means rams through an anagram. And
What?
Wow. Well, we got numerology and anagrams going on now. All right.
When he says inverted, does he mean turned backwards? But then with the S
But it's
still
not.
left at the end? Exactly.
Inverted? Wouldn't that be
It was
inside
just
out?
Ram.
It's not a word that I'm familiar with being used as it pertains to something like the proper noun Mars. So I don't really know what to do
Color
with this.
spectrum of Rams is the blue and yellow Ukraine flag. Come on now. What the
Also,
fuck?
no, guys. Here's the thing. This is the key. The key is that we think that these things here. I don't know if you can see my. We think that these things here are new rows, but it's not. It's all this quote never closed. So all of this is part of a title of some like black magic spell that when you say it, then the sovereign citizen gods of the Anunnaki come down and bless you and your free man of the land offspring.
Okay, so I am ballsy. I'll try it. I'll do it right now.
You know, I'm getting the feeling that you guys are all in on a joke on me. That this is some kind of D&D game, and everybody knows how to play except me.
Any minute now, Ashton is going to come out of her room.
No. Jenny,
Explain how we're fucking Jenny. Yeah.
Yes,
Jenny, you don't understand.
I know.
What you're feeling right now is how we feel every fucking week because these people. It's just we fictionalize it and we do exactly what you're doing. It's all a big cope though. It's all copium.
Yeah.
Just copium up the wazoo.
Breathe the copium deep.
But
Yeah.
I'm frightened.
AR said, "Go St. Louis Rams."
But I'm frightened.
Okay.
You should. Like, if the human race goes down, it'll be because of idiots like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All I can suggest is the chemicals under the sink. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh my gosh.
It's
No,
also
we can't have
synonymous to the
Jenny go
color
back on
spectrum
meth
of-
because of this.
No. Don't do meth. Drink wine.
Of the Rams that was in the Super Bowl, which is synonymous to the Ukraine flag, the blue and yellow. So, like I said, this is all basically
The Rams are not the football team. The Rams, I can't believe I know this, are not blue and yellow. They're golden yellow. I mean, not golden yellow. Purple
Blue
and gold.
Oh no, yeah, they are purplish.
They're purple and gold, I think, right?
No.
No, they're blue
The
and
Minnesota
gold. Are they
Vikings
blue?
are purple. Yeah, Rams are
Yeah,
blue
they're-
and yellow.
Blue and yellow.
Oh, the Rams. I was thinking the Vikings.
Well, you're
Yeah,
right.
you're
right.
Golden.
I was
That's
thinking
Blue
of
and
the
gold, technically.
yeah.
See, okay, now I feel a lot better that I got it wrong. I feel much better now. Fantastic. Okay.
a form of symbolism, a form of symbology to something that's going to happen catastrophic on a planet. So I had to throw that out there. That was like a little side note, but the original name for the name Mars is actually called the Land of Mu, which means deity of war, right?
No, that's
you got
Diana's line.
pyramids on Mars.
Wow. Yeah, Moo. So it's the land of yes. Or okay.
Hold on. I'm sorry, I got distracted by something that Titan has apparently discovered.
What is Titan? Oh, wait, a wiped tutors?
A wiped tutor's cloaca is an anagram for Dr. Tapioca Weasel.
Oh. But is it though?
That's pretty good to you. Pretty good, buddy. MJ.
It, as far as I can tell, there's
There's too many O's in there.
Yeah, there's too many.
no. You have to spell out doctor the entire thing. I think.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Okay.
you cheated. We were talking about just the DR. But okay.
No.
But it's
sometimes you
fine.
need more to work with.
Yeah, exactly.
Fair play.
I'll
Not just
give
because
it.
it's Titan and Titan's evil, like an evil genius.
That's true.
It is fair,
Yeah, no, I'll totally. That's amazing.
Titan, considering your name, I'm wondering if that first quotation section of wipe tutors.
Yeah, because I don't know what a tutor is, but it could be a lot of things.
Kind of sounds like
not even
something
gonna
that
guess.
creates a fart to me. I'm just saying.
Yep.
Not even gonna guess.
So you also have pyramids on Mars. So that basically tells you that the beings that created these civilizations on Mars is also basically the progenitors of the ones who created everything in a civilization. When you're talking about planet Earth, so now
Okay,
we're
I
gonna
have
listen to what the
I have to punch in here. The pyramids on Mars were absolutely debunked years ago with actual photographs and stuff from our wonderful satellites and rovers and stuff they send down there or up there,
That's
out there, wherever
that's
it
what they
is.
want
To
you to
it,
think.
to Mars.
Doc, we have a question.
Is it about magnets? I swear, if it's about magnets, Maya, okay. What's
It's
the
totally
next
not
one?
about magnets. Oh wait, does that say magnets?
God! I will. If you want to be made deaf, Doc, just keep on inviting me on Here Monday Night Show. It's great. Yeah.
Dr. Dino, Monday nights.
Oh, Al said they're subterranean pyramids, Jenny. That's why we can't see them.
There's there's a second set that I wasn't aware
Yeah.
of. Sorry.
Yeah.
Also, you know, okay, this is one area where the mathematicians are clearly way more woke than all y'all. Imaginary things are still just as like valid and legitimate as real things. So imaginary pyramids are totally valid too. Just saying.
Maybe what they're saying is Mars is an entire pyramid, but because of the prism of it, to us, it looks round.
That tracks. Yeah, no, I endorse
Yeah,
that.
that sounds like something they would say.
Right?
Because NASA doesn't
we
exist,
lodge 'em up.
remember. Go ahead, I'm
Well,
sorry.
NASA just means Nashah, which is like Hebrew for the Jews did it and it's bad. I don't know what that means.
It's carved into
Space
every
laser.
space laser. Yeah.
Space laser.
Muhammad got to say about planet Mars and how our bloodline is connected to these primordial gods that created everything on this landmass on Mars.
Right? Back and then go to the moon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm
but
confused how Mu is Mars, but also it's the chunk of land on the Earth. I'm confused by that. He has said that is Mu and that is Mu.
I'm sure he'll explain it. Right?
Okay.
There's more than one thing that are called a moon.
It's our
Never
moon.
mind.
For the record, there's a random weird other voice that is not him talking, and I don't even remember the segment because, you know, psychic damage is a hell of a thing.
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
do not watch this sober, kids.
It's not.
And don't take meth. Drink wine. Or vodka. Ever clear is in play.
Or
Yeah,
smoke
also-
lots of pot and drink
Lots
coffee.
of pot.
Much-
Also,
Lots of pot.
Is that a real mathematical formula?
Can't
down
afford
there?
a whole glass of it.
I enjoy a nice gallon or two of PCP. A gallon of PCP always hits the spot.
And then my
Dr.
friend
Weasel?
comes over every morning and gives
Oh.
me CPR and gets my heart started again. Then I go to work.
I mean,
He didn't find there where he made anything. No, he didn't make nothing up there on that moon. We made. Let him go and peep at it. Now he's making instruments to look at the civilization on Mars. Well, when he see what's on Mars, he won't see no mark of his. It's our Mars, our people, so God have taught me. And that he didn't know they was there until just a few days ago. He used to look at Mars and just called it a star.
you've got to. 2 is too much.
But our fathers made it with the
just Maya.
Eric.
2 is too much.
I'll okay if you want. Okay.
We're all stoned. It's way too much.
My point was that I wasn't understanding any of it anyway, but if you were, then I need to borrow your weed.
I recognize some words, just not in that order.
Liz Allen said all she has is Mountain Dew and catnip, so
Oh.
she's shit out of luck with the weed.
Okay, here's the test.
Yeah.
Do you want me to rewind so you can re-listen to the bits
No,
we spent
no,
through?
no,
No, don't you dare rewind.
Then I feel very vindicated. Thank you very much.
We'll keep up. We're smart. We'll work it out.
It has nothing to do with intelligence, Maya.
I don't know.
It'll
Amber.
be all right.
I am not smart.
I mean, in fairness, the bar is on the ground.
The bar is subterranean, Maya.
Yeah.
I got to step down out of my tiny house to get to it. Carry on.
Like ourselves.
So he's talking about the Anunnaki, right? The Elohim,
Right.
whatever you want to call them. Now, a lot of people, this may sound kind of foreign to him, but this is the man who edified Malcolm X. This is the man who edified Minister Farrakhan. So if you calling him pseudo, you calling all these master teachers that we had in our history, you calling them pseudo as well. But I'm going to keep going.
Disagree with
Master
that.
They
teachers.
walk on 2 feet or hinds. They are not animals. They are intelligent people. The marks that we see on Mars is not from an ignorant, silly, uncivilized person. They show signs of civilization. And they look something similar to us, not exactly, but they look similar. They walk on 2 feet, and they're not white folks.
Well, hold on. I'm a white folk, okay? So,
Prove it.
You found my trench coat dealer, didn't you?
Now, this is not throwing shade to any other race, but when you understand genetics, when you understand microbiology and
I just want to say...
He understands microbiology and genomes now. This is
Listen,
getting better.
Everyone believes that.
Yeah, I want to be clear that I am not using this to assert like anti-white racism is a big problem here, and this is proof. But everything he just said, imagine if a white nationalist said it, and the horrifying implications that would come with that.
Well, okay, yeah, but white nationalists are like actively trying to kill people and have
100%
legislation behind them.
This
guy is not coming out of his mother's basement, so it's
some people, and it's something. I fucking hope not.
genealogy, you would know that the mitochondrial DNA, you would know that the progenitor of the black race is actually the origin of everything on the planet. So you can only get.
Well, that's true.
That's actually true.
Ding, ding, ding. Somebody check that off on the bingo card. He was right about something. Check.
That might be I genuinely think that's the first thing that he's been right about this entire time.
The rest of it has been sound like pure bullshit mixed in with conspiracy theories and fucking cults. Like all of it.
Progenitor was a
but
little more elevated than it needed to be.
In fairness, anything that resembles the truth is purely accidental.
Yeah. Yeah, just like all the celebrity impersonations on South Park.
Black from you can only get white from black, but you cannot get black from white. That's what he's basically saying. So who the first people here on this planet. So when you're talking about all these ancient civilizations that was created, you knew who was controlling those civilizations based upon the genetical properties of melanin, of carbon.
The genetical properties
of melanin and carbon.
Yes.
I'm still working on geneticals.
I know. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it's so close to generals. It's ridiculous.
Listen, I spent 20 years of my life writing professionally in a magazine every month, and I have never heard most of these words used in
like
actual
symbology?
conversation. Symbology, I've heard it.
Symbology is a real word.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Everything's an ism with this guy,
But
and
you
he
should be
just
using
Yeah,
it properly. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
I think the word symbolism is more often what people mean when they mean it, but
Yeah, or
yeah,
symbolic, but they use I agree.
yeah, because but
Symbolic
symbology
of
is a thing. Yeah,
purple.
what?
Lord
Geneticals
purples.
are why a man can't have a larger penis than his father.
I don't know if my tally's been right, but I've been keeping track of all of the times he says right. So
Right.
right.
Well, we should start over and do a quick count then.
We'll never invite you back.
Fucking idiot.
That show you and teaching you that we of this planet, the black man is the first. Since we don't find no planet coming out with a super civilization over us.
In your city.
Oh no!
7 o'clock. These
Where was
civilizations
I?
Shows time
I was about here, but
of civilization. And they look something similar to us.
on this planet. So when you're talking about all these ancient civilizations that was created, you knew who was controlling those civilizations.
That we of this planet, tomorrow,
forever.
people, they have civilization, but it's not equal with ours. So God have taught me, and not our equal. We are their superior.
The civilization that was not equal to ours. What? God.
They are superior in trying to live long time over us. This is just because we got so much sense we crazy. That's right. We know
Right?
too much.
That's right.
And
That's
always
right.
is experimenting to know more, learn more. These people, the nature teaches them to be satisfied with what they have.
All right, I'm gonna stop right there. So now, what you gotta understand is what book you need to get. You need to get this book right here called The Lost Continent of Mu. It tells you how everything is, esoterically connected to the bloodline when you're talking about Mars and things of that nature and everything. It talks about the Elohim. You're talking about the gods coming down and edifying everything on the planet. So now,
Edifying? Are you sure?
Wow.
He
There's
seems
so much
sure.
salad there. I'm just trying to pick out the cucumbers. I don't like anchovies. Holy shit.
I think we're like knee deep in ranch at this point.
I mean,
yeah.
it's,
show you
I
a
don't
video.
even like ranch.
No, but I mean, it's okay. It's not all ranch. Some of it's Italian. Some of it's French. Some of it's just straight vinegar. There's like 5 inches of just straight vinegar.
Oh, I prefer that of a ranch. I'll just drink that shit. I love vinegar.
Oh well, you sound like my dad.
Like I said,
Good
you
for
can stand on your square when you have a nationality. I'm gonna show you a Moor who got pulled over by a police officer. Because like I said, man, like when you understand the dynamics of the Moor system, we were master astrologists. We were masters at knowledge. We were masters at history.
Master astrologists. I'll bet you were.
We were masters
I
at
want to
everything on the
see the
planet.
Moor that was
So
pulled over by a police officer. Like,
Oh,
is he
we're-
still in
Can-
jail?
Can I just point out one thing? Just because he's saying these people are master teachers does not mean what they're saying is correct. That just means where they are, they see them as master teachers. That's the position they hold. That
This
doesn't
guy's
mean that
comment-
they're saying things that mean a fucking goddamn thing.
This guy's comment section probably thinks he's a master teacher. Just play.
Oh yeah,
When you
well he has a
understand
YouTube
theology-
channel and everything. Well, why wouldn't he be?
I don't have an answer to that.
Ow, what are you doing to yourself? Holy fuck, dude.
Yeah, Stephanie's onto something. She said more like masturbators.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure that's true.
Yeah.
Good at baiting people, in other words.
No, he's good at beating off. Come on, you know how this works.
But she
You
spelled
see
it
how
like
that-
someone who baits people.
Well, that's because she thinks that the ocean is real because she's working for the man. Okay? When, let me tell you, the ocean.
Out there on her fake boat in the fake water.
Exactly. The ocean is fake, okay? I I've been to Stephanie's
her
place.
fake
Okay, the
sails.
whole thing is green screen. The whole thing. Okay, yeah.
I knew it. It's just a little
Yeah.
tiny cabinet, isn't it? With a little
It's
fireplace. I knew it.
well, no. I mean the state of Maine. The whole state of Maine is a green screen. Okay, it's an astonishing feat of
Dude, I drove
conspiratorial
through Maine.
logistics.
You can't tell
No,
me that.
he's confused. He's thinking about Australia, obviously.
Oh, I am
Where's my
thinking
wine?
about
Oh, my cheeks
Australia.
hurt. Oh.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Sorry, Maya.
Technically connected to astrology. You can see how it's connected to law. So when you know both of those schools of thoughts, you can stand on your score in a court of law when you get put over by, the occupational governments. When you're talking about the United States corporation. So I'm gonna show you a Moor who got pulled over. Now I need to, before we get started in his video, we don't speak radical and we don't use any assertion against any organization because we are to teach love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, right? So even though he's being very belligerent, by standing on his square, but this doesn't nullify the fact that he's right. But this is not the way to go about it. But at the same time, these Europeans, these fake police officers, where they got their codes of conduct from the 1724 Black Christian codes, right? So it was propagated by and created by Inquisitionists. So this is not the way to go about it, but like I said, at the same time, they got to uphold their oath because, like I said, they know they operate outside of constitutional fold of government, so they cannot impose the law on you, meaning that you're not under the jurisdiction because you have a nationality, right?
Yeah, but these fake cops are going to take their fake cuffs, slam them on you, and take you to the fake jail and let you spend the night, Buster.
Yeah, like that.
Duh.
The thing
Wait
about
a minute.
fake jails.
We got some whiteboard action going on because the chat is like horny for the whiteboard.
Oh no, I it's my list. So we started at I think 7, but I put a question mark there, and this is all of the times that he's said
shit.
right.
So approximately 27 times.
Approximately. And I'm pretty sure that I'm missing an average of at least 1 per every 5. I think I have a systematic bias of like because this is like a language like survey, and I have computers take measurements for me, so I don't know how to do the whole thing with the manual measurement taking and whatnot. So yeah.
You lost me at like 3 sentences ago. So I'm
Dude,
good.
Well,
I'm
you kept with it longer than I did, so you're fine.
Why can't they use horizontal format?
Because Satan is a real person in society that does evil. That's why.
Look,
Well, this is one of the
Jenny,
best.
this is the only video out there of a sovereign citizen getting pulled over. We have to hold on to this. It's the only one they have.
It's the only one. This happens all the time. It's hilarious. It's so much fun. It's so funny when sovereign citizens get pulled over. It's a whole genre on YouTube, and I'm only familiar with one case where they ended up dead, which is stunning.
Yeah. And we did a thing in the chat not too long ago. Well, not too long. It was about a month ago, and the chat, like 90% of the chat was like, "Yes, we would sovereign citizen videos."
Yeah.
But like, little did they know it was a monkey paw curse because this is Bad Science Sunday.
Yeah.
So it has to come with something else. But
That's
here
right.
you go.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Man, it's
crazy.
Y'all want another day?
You don't know the day, right?
That's the U.S. citizens. They fake petitions. Y'all never forced it.
Yeah.
So they ain't got no flag. This is one flag. You ain't allowed to say they can't stop you from doing nothing. They get ready to get sued. Get out of here. Get your supervisor. Thank you, man. All that. I ain't under none of y'all stupid.
Wow. What a dickhead.
Fuck out of here.
Like, I'm half waiting for one of these cops to be like, he's coming right for us.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm truly amazed that this dude did not get shot. These cops must have gone through some kind of training and de-escalation training.
Were they
because
awful?
otherwise, he'd be dead already.
One of the things is the sovereign citizen script does seem to de-emphasize you as an actual threat and more emphasize you as like a thing that they can just like fuck around with. And most cops, not all, most cops most of the time aren't really looking to kill somebody just randomly during their shift for no reason. They're looking to do it for other reasons. It doesn't matter. I don't know why but I think I realize I don't know if I can agree with that. Yeah. It does.
I'm thinking, like, this is not towards the end of their shift, and they're
they
already
don't
full
get caught
of donuts.
doing it, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's just first thing in the morning. They're all tired. They're like, dude, I don't want to drag them out. Do you? Nah, I don't want to, man.
Or maybe
can we just go to the station now? Do we have enough backup yet?
Maybe they know that there's like too many people with cameras on them, and they can't get away with shit. I don't know.
Yeah,
well,
but I thought they knew that when they were kneeling on George Floyd's neck too.
That guy was like uniquely evil, though.
Don't get me started on that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is purely evil. He really is.
Pittsburgh, PA.
Yeah.
Man, threw a flag out the door. He hurt. See, this is what you need to know. Stuff you need to know, fellas, ladies.
Then quit talking over him, asshole.
That, and also, this is not a situation that looks like one that I want to emulate, right? Has anybody on this channel ever had an encounter where there were this many police surrounding you?
Once.
I can't say anything. I'm white.
So
I'm serious. I can't say shit about it.
You could still end up in a situation. It's just a lot harder.
I've always been
used
polite.
To think she was a white woman. Like all she had to do was cry. And, they just kind of back off. It's great.
Oh,
but
crying works.
It really does. I used to keep white women around me all the time. Like just in case I got in trouble, and I'm like, I need you to cry on cue. They could do it. It's awesome. Anyway, once I was in a stream with a bunch of like fucking Nazis. Bree started crying, and they all backed down. I was like, "Holy shit!" I'm telling you, white women, like you've got to keep them in your back pocket. They're the greatest things ever. All that aside, though.
Oh, we don't want to make her cry. Jenny, start crying. Let's see what happens.
I come here every week, try to do my best, but you still treat me like shit.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, people are treating you like shit. But you can't sell it with this picture. You look fucking gorgeous. Like it's just this is a disconnect.
Yeah, right.
You look awesome. Yeah.
Well,
give Jenny a round of applause for looking so fucking awesome.
Not bad for 69, hey.
I'm just saying though. Half as great as 69. That's all I'm saying.
I just want to have a 69 at this point. It's been
No, okay, so you asked the question. Yes. When I was 19, one of my friends was 18, and she got mad at her mom and ran away to my house because I was on my own. And I don't know how this happened, but her mom, even though she was 18, her mom was still able to designate her as a runaway. And Illinois is the only state where being a runaway is like a fucking felony, and you can go to jail for harboring a runaway, even if you don't
Really?
know that they. Yeah, seriously, look it
I
up.
didn't know that. Wow.
It is fucking cruel. I don't know. At one point, somebody had a congressman's daughter, and this got passed through. I mean, I don't know that for a fact. I'm just thinking, it's no other state has runaway laws as hard.
Right.
If you do jail time, if a runaway is caught and you are standing next to them in the vicinity, it's insane. So yeah, I had a runaway in my car. I was actually taking her home, and the mom knew that, but was like, "Well, I want her to be home overnight before I'm comfortable, like taking." Or maybe she just didn't think it would be as serious as it was. I don't really know. What I do know is that there were 5 cop cars behind me, and in the city that I lived in, every single cop car had 2 cops. So there were 10 cops lined up behind me.
Holy
and
shit.
I'm like, are we doing all of this just because I was in a car, and I bought the car.
Where in Illinois did you live?
I don't know, but I was in the car, and I bought it from
I don't
someone
know.
else. So those tags were expired. I didn't know how to get plates off a car because I was 19. I didn't have like a screwdriver. When the plates came in, I was going to find somebody to replace it for me, but I had the sticker in my back. So, but the cops saw expired tags and a black person, and he was like, "I have spare time."
Did they not already know when they started this that you were?
No, they knew I was black.
Okay, I thought they knew that you were. I thought they targeted you originally not because you were black,
but because they were bored.
No,
Yeah,
because they knew you were harboring a fugitive. I thought the mom called them on you. I thought that's what happened.
No.
And but no, racism happened. That America.
Yeah, I mean, no, yeah, you don't want to be black near a bored cop. The one time I went to jail, that's a different. It's a jail. Yeah, they hit me for like 2 hours. It wasn't the worst thing in the world, but yeah, that too was because I was doing the limit, and I didn't know I had an overdue speeding ticket. It's just like all kinds of fucked up. And it is Illinois, not Illinois. If I hear anyone saying Illinois, I'm going to my channel. I'm fucking banning you. It is Illinois.
It is.
Oh,
the S is silent.
I don't. My only thing is I pronounce it a little bit less like L and a little bit more like ill, but yeah, no, the S thing, the silent S is non-negotiable.
Yeah,
it depends on where you are. Yeah, exactly.
And depending on the state, it's either soda or pop. And it's not pop. It says it's artificially flavored soda on the bottle. So if you can't get that through your head, you're just stupid. I'm sorry.
I grew up in Wisconsin, and in Milwaukee, just north of the Chicago or the Illinois border. We didn't call it Illinois; we just called it that shithole over there.
Yeah,
it was.
That's also fair. That's also fair.
That's because you're driving down the road and you're stuck behind a bunch of fish tabs and fibs, and you don't know what to do with it, and it's annoying.
Yeah. So yeah, all fun things. But yeah, that's my this many cops behind me story, and of course, is the one black person in the stream that had the story. Go figure.
Hold on.
Who would have guessed?
No, I'm so shocked. What were the statistical chances? There you go. I said statistical. I did it.
Well, how many times has another country called the State Department and had the FBI come to your house and interview you, huh?
Okay, that is a 0.
Yeah. So
stuff you need to know.
They got no jurisdiction over it. None. They ain't got the status. This ain't their land. This is my land. This is my land. I'm a Moor. I'm allowed to travel this land. They swore an oath to this. This is the oath they swore on. They all know. You know, license. I'm not under y'all's jurisdiction. I'm not under.
So now, what I need
to reiterate, that's like written in crayon.
Somebody's been watching Team Skeptic.
So, but my question here is: nobody told us what he did to get pulled over to begin with. Now, did they? Was he black and driving, or
I mean, it's totally
did he do
possible.
something wrong because he's a sovereign citizen and he knows he can get away with it?
No, I don't know. Like, I mean, because like
At this level?
statistically, black people do get pulled over more than any than non-black people when the sun is up, and it equals out when the sun is down. That just so everybody's looking at me like I'm just being racist against cops or
No, I'm sure
copist.
you're right.
I don't know what that is.
Nobody in this room
But-
is looking at you that way.
No.
I'm sure there's some people in the chat, but
In our
I'm
chat?
just saying, statistically, I'm not wrong. If you want to fight me, I'll have that fight. I'll bring stats, and you can bring whatever the fuck it is you have.
I ain't fighting with my over nothing about that. I know better.
Well, I can bring white privilege, so I'll totally win.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Lawyers.
Here we go.
The secret is you. The secret is you are the free national on the land. The secret is that your bloodline is connected to something higher. The secret is that your bloodline is connected to a geographical location in America, right? So now, with that being said, I got to pull up this another book that I just have the PDF of. I don't have a physical copy. You know what I'm saying? You need to get this book right here because America is the real, true old land, right? Man. America is the true old world. Like I said, you got
What?
Moo discovered.
Wait, America is moo now? What the hell?
Yep.
Oh, this is new.
No, it's moo. You pronounced it incorrectly.
Thanks, Beck. You're always there for me, buddy.
Diana?
Amunhotep Chavez El Bey. I don't think that's that person's real name. But
let's figure out what this is about.
the Shiva temple, Isis temple, the Cheops pyramid. This is all inside the Grand Canyon. So
Yeah,
when you're talking about the inception, how everything was created, when you're talking about the mothership, Nibiru, when they first came down.
Were we talking about that?
Ember brought up a good point. Hold on. Where did that go? Was it Ember?
Was it a comment I had up or is it down?
Oh, that's it. TU said the secret is he got arrested and sentenced to community service and an ankle bracelet, I'm betting. How come, which made me think, how come he didn't show the end of that? How that all ended? Did he just drive away? I doubt it. Would he have showed that? He would have showed that shit to brag.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's the part that I don't understand is, wow, yeah, I don't get it.
You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Know what I'm saying?
This is where they landed at right here. You see what I'm saying? So
you see what I'm saying? It's
sorry, I said it wrong.
Slightly different. Yeah, no, me too.
The progenitors of everything on the planet, it all started in America, right? So this is, like I said, everything is basically synchronized when you break down, when you see beyond the limitations of Westernized knowledge, because everything that they teach you is based on the origins of colonization and things of that nature. So now let me see what else we got.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like,
I said he can stand on his square because he has a nationality. You cannot do what that man was doing if you consider yourself as Black, African American, Negro of color, because you cannot stand on your square because you are still under their jurisdiction because you applied to the 1724 Black Christian codes that was implemented by Pope Clemens. They gave Queen Isabella the legitimacy to overthrow the Moors in 1468, right? So now,
hold on, right?
No, it started in Mu. It's a whole different continent we don't know about, AR. It didn't start in Africa.
It was in Howardsville. It's a small town in Texas, just south of Dallas.
People don't understand. The Garden of Eden was in Jackson County, Missouri. So that's where everything else came from. Just saying. These are facts.
Yeah. With that being said, it's imperative that, we unify and get our nationality. This is how you reverse the polarities of patriarchy. This is how you reverse the polarities of a patrilineal system that basically keeps everybody in a state of oppression through the conglomerate corporations that basically creates capital.
It doesn't keep everybody in a state of oppression. It keeps women in a state of oppression, okay? Whose side are you on, dude?
Yeah,
Well,
right.
are those electrodes at the side of his head?
Are those what?
The electrodes.
Electrodes on the
those-
side of
No,
his
that's
head.
the thing. If this
Someone's
was me,
controlling him.
if we had all of these lights, they would be like, those are mind control devices. 100%.
You're right.
You
You're
know?
right.
And how many of us before 20 seconds ago have accused him of being mind controlled by the flashing lights behind him? None. Now, it's good
Now
old
it's
fashioned
funny,
fun. Well, yeah, but
But they would mean it. That's the problem. They would
Yes.
mean it like, no, it's true.
Yes.
Yeah, they're crazy.
I see what you're saying.
A new form of slavery. So like that, with that being said, share this video, get this video out there, man. If you don't have the mental fortitude to try to get your nationality, what you need to do is you need to go to the nearest temple in your city at 7:00 on a Friday night. That's when the doors are open. Go to the nearest temple in your city or whatever state you in. There's a more science temple. You just go on Google, look for a temple within your city, and then go there at 7:00 on a Friday night, or look for a Grand Sheik and look for his number on Facebook. So with all that being said,
on
thanks
Facebook.
for watching.
Yeah.
They are so important. They're on Facebook.
I do wonder what would happen if I show up, because but like actually though, like it is. I mean,
Just say no. I am more.
I
damn
would
it.
need backup. I would need.
You would need. I was going to say that. I was going to say, don't do it without a friend and a video camera.
I would
Yeah.
more than I would need backup. Is what I would actually need, right?
Yeah, you need
We're not
like 10
black
black people with you to make sure you don't die. Yeah.
I'm sure Maya would be enough.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Well, that's
Yeah.
good. Or one Maya or one Cynthia McDonald. That's all you need. Yep.
Well, you're not African Americans. You are not colored people. You are not Negroes.
You know what? I'm sick and tired of this guy telling me I'm not an African American and that I'm not colored. Okay, terrible.
You are Moors. So with that being said,
Hey, pale
how can
is
you
a
be from
color.
place that-
Hey, exactly. That's how nouns work.
Yeah.
And I originated in Africa just like everybody else. Just saying,
that you can never be
That's right.
deported
We all
back to.
did.
And then when you look at it from a scientific standpoint, when you're talking about the voyage from Africa to America, that's a 3 to 4 month voyage, and you had 200 slaves on the ship, and it was packed in like
Whoa.
sardines. That means your whole lymphatic system was shut down. You know what I'm saying? You got slaves defecating on each other. So when you look at it,
Yeah, dude, it was fucking awful. What?
What happened to Moo?
Yeah, I don't. I'm struggling to understand why it was even brought up.
Because
I have no idea.
Because I think it's a weird effed up form of victim blaming and not wanting to identify as a victim or something. And it's like as though the slaves, the people that are packed in there like sardines, as though somehow they are the ones who should have the shame instead of the people who packed them in there, And for a long time, people felt that way, and a lot of people still feel that way, but it's horrifying, and it's toxic, and it's insidious.
I was thinking that he must be a friend of L. Ron Hubbard.
I'll bet you $5 he never wears that fez outside of his house.
I don't know. If he got pulled over, he might. Right?
He might keep it in the car in case he needs to pull out his Sov citizen paperwork.
Yeah, they have it. It's a whole thing. This is a fantastic subgenre, by the way. Like, it's not even a subgenre, actually. It's a full-on. It's its full-on own thing, and it's not it's not niche anymore. Sovereign citizen like interactions. Oh, there's a whole bunch of them. Team Skeptic does a lot.
Yeah, there's a
Van
lot of people
Bellion.
that. Yeah, there's a lot of
Yeah,
people. I'm not thinking of off the top of my head, but it's yeah. God,
yeah.
they're
They're
funny.
the flat earthers of the legal community.
It really doesn't make any sense, right? So even when you look
Right.
at the phenotype of black people, the people who is in this geographical location, we do not look nothing like these people. That doesn't mean that we're not connected to the bloodline, because like I said, you had Mansa Musa, who was a Moor who came over to America, and he started amalgamating with the Washita Moors who was in this landmass, right?
What?
So like I said,
Right.
man, like stop propagating that word black. Stop calling yourself African American. That was created.
Stop calling yourself an
Wow.
amalgamation.
Yeah, no shit. Calm down, bro. Ain't that
Wow.
damn fancy. Go upstairs. It's time for dinner. Already made it.
Yeah.
That's what this guy needs. He needs to be have a grammar Nazi on his ass.
God, no doubt.
I wish he'd put in a few more commas here and there.
Oh my God.
1984. You see what I'm saying? Stop calling yourself these titles that keeps you acclimated to a 3-dimensional frequency.
Shit, that's right. 5-dimensional frequency.
Yeah, I
19th
forgot about
galaxy
that.
on planet Rift.
What
That's
happened
right.
before?
5th dimensional frequency.
Yeah, we're
I
supposed
don't
to be on
know.
the fifth dimensional shit.
Marilyn,
gotta-
Marilyn
It's
McCool?
only odds that count.
Is
Yeah.
Marilyn McCool going to be here? Oh, I guess I told a
God.
joke for my generation, not anybody else's.
I'm sorry. I was reading the chat. I didn't hear you, Jenny. The chat's just been killing me tonight.
That is off the hook.
Yeah,
Like
I know.
most nights.
Doc Dino, Doc Dino also makes me laugh just now.
Ain't no 5D for you if you call yourself black, because black in science means death. Ain't no 5D for you, you know what I'm saying, if you call yourself African American. You see what I'm saying? You calling
see what I'm
yourself like slave titles. So with that being said, thanks for watching. Share this video. Claim your national name. Thank you.
Claim your national name.
Can I be Susie?
You heard it here. What, Jenny?
Can I be Susie?
Yeah, you have to be a white woman. Damn it all.
Well, Susie's pretty damn white.
That's pretty fucking white.
Oh my God. All right. I don't even know what to do. It's
Wow.
I got up to
Brain is
23,
tired.
but I'm pretty sure I missed at least 10, and I don't know how many we started with. But it was
we're
actually
gonna say
a lot fewer than I
around
thought,
40.
you know? Yeah. So
Well, the
35.
video is only like 45 minutes, 30 minutes.
30.
It's 27, right?
Right. It's 28 minutes minus 1 second.
Well, we did a good job of bullshitting then.
He said it so much. He literally said it more times than there are minutes in his stream. Right.
I couldn't hear that because I had my headphones off.
I would really like to thank all 32 of you for sticking with us and, you know, humoring me with my bullshit.
It's fun bullshit though, Maya. It's not
like, you know, I mean, because like I was like, I really don't want to do sovereign citizenship. Like, why are they doing this to me? And I was like, you know what? I got something for their asses. So. I love you. But also, yeah, I did a little bit of a channel rebrand show. So I would, I know I saw Punk to Pasture out there earlier. Not sure if they were able to stick with us the whole time. It's a little late, I know. And it's long. 2 hours is a long time to stick with one streamer. There's been quite a few of you who've done it. And I can't tell you how much me and the analytics appreciate you. But yeah,
It's been awesome growing the show. Yeah,
it's been
it's been
fun. It's been
awesome.
really fun. And I remember having the show and doing it just because, again, I was fresh off a divorce and I just needed to feel loved. And, I can't say enough how thankful I am for those of you who've been there since day one. But it's been a lot of fun. We've gotten a lot of people from the shows, Jeff Spatchcock, Dapper Dinosaur, Ember Stream, Jay at Pocket Locker, his stream. We've grown and we've brought in so many different communities, and I want to thank all of you for coming over too. I have a lot of fun. I stream every week just because, when I say to people, I don't have fans, I have friends, and we support each other, and I mean that. So thank you for coming over, hanging out with me, laughing with me, jumping off the week on a positive note. I hope.
Right.
At least on a funny note. Just doing some silly shit to shake off, whatever happened last week. Forget about it. We're going in fresh, brand new. And I really do appreciate all of you for coming over. And I, been meaning to take my channel a little more seriously. And Punk to Pasture shot me a new thing. I put it in my was the community tab so you can see the whole thing. But I love it. Oh my God, I fucking love it. And it reminded me to stop being my true inner lazy slack ass and do anything at all for my channel except hit the go live button. So, love all you guys. And I love my new fan art or my friend art, whatever you call it. So,
Also,
Awesome.
yeah, I don't know if you noticed, I had a different avatar. I think I can show it if yeah. Al Trucker sent me a few different images.
oh yeah,
Ooh.
Dr. Tap has been getting a lot of fan art, way more than me. You should post that on your channel or something. Holy shit!
That I could do that. I could post fan art. Well, hold on. Can I post community stuff if I don't have any content? I don't know if I can.
I don't know.
I don't think you can.
Maybe post some content too. We won't mind.
Well, yeah, but I have a deal. I have a deal with Satan. I have to get to 1 million subscribers before I post any content. So
that is a horrible thing to put into your atheist soul contract. I switched my soul out for everlasting youth. I've been looking like this since I was 32.
Well,
actually, if anybody remembers my original picture, that was me at 32. That was 11 years ago. I look the exact goddamn same.
Are you serious?
You're not getting the most out of Satan.
Maya,
I'm gonna call that motherfucker. I need to get rid of these wrinkles.
Maya, I don't even turn 32 until a month and a day from now. So I'm not seeing the issue.
32 is so 20 years ago.
Maya, I've got socks that are that old.
No comment.
Oh damn, perps.
Yeah, no, it's a fair point. It's a fair point.
All right, everybody, send fan art to Dr. Dino. He's not feeling the love.
Yeah, I'm not cool enough either, Doc. It's okay. I get it.
Maya, I just want to say thank you for having me. This has been a very, very enjoyable couple hours here.
Wow, really? I'm glad.
Yeah, it was. You really got a well-behaved chat. Well, except for Stephanie.
Well, yeah.
And it's just. I hope you call me back like every other week.
Oh my God, yeah, I know. Jenny, we love having you in the chat. We love everybody loves you. You're in everybody's chat. You're in everybody's stream. So glad you came by. And then also, do you have anything coming up? Anyone? Anything that coming up? Anything that people should follow?
Just the usual Wednesday. I'm a Purple's show mid Day Mid America. So hard. It's so many words. It's at 2:00 Eastern or Central, and we get and hang out and pick a day, what day it is, and Day of the Dead or something like that, and then don't pay any attention to it. It's kind of like
Or
stupid.
Crayon Day or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I also have Jenny's information in my thing. I have your Twitter, and I guess I'm going to have to get your TikTok if you're posting content on there too.
Oh, okay. I'll have to look it up. I don't know that one.
Oh, you said
I have
didn't you
TikTok.
say you posted on TikTok or no?
No, I haven't posted.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. My video efforts and things like that are far too good to put on YouTube or Twitter. It's just, I'm sorry.
Fair enough. Beck, who
Yes,
are
ma'am.
you? Where are you? And what do you have coming up this week?
I have nothing else this week. Next Sunday at 4:20 p.m. Eastern, I will be streaming as usual. Topic will be random. I'll decide, like the day before when I set up the stream.
Tell
So
people your
just come
name.
over and hang out there.
Tell people your name.
What the Beck? Well,
What
if you
the
didn't have
Beck?
the thing up, they'd see my name.
All right, and
What
then
the Beck there.
what do you
So-
do
so
on your? What do you do? on
You
your
want us to
channel?
not share the link to your channel?
No, it's fine. I appreciate it. Well, we talk about everything except for heavy religion topics. We skim religion, because you have to, because we're all like advocates for people that Christians hate, so it comes up. But mostly politics and advocacy and hearing people, and actually found a new guy in the community and had him on today. So everybody go check that stream out. I know a lot of you missed it in the chat. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, but check that out. He's a really cool guy, and I'm going to try to get him hooked up. I already have him hooked up with Neil, so I gave him that information. So that'll be fun. But yeah, that's it for now for me. Also, Maya, thanks for having me.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, and
my cheeks literally hurt. I laughed at that dumbass, and I was smiling so much my cheeks hurt.
Oh, Bdell is
yeah.
He's his whole own thing. He's really an amazing example of certain things.
Yes, he has lots of things. He really does. He has lots of things going on.
Yeah, he talks about things. He talks about lots of things. Well, let's talk about things. Yeah, I hear you though, because it's been kind of weird having a bunch of different people on, because I want people to do things that they're kind of used to talking about. And
I talk
the
about
two of
this
you
all the
was
time.
you two were. It was kind of a crapshoot, because I'm like, well, you guys talk about everything, so I can talk about anything.
Yeah.
But trying to find that mix of things that people are used to talking about and mix it with what we do here has been really interesting.
I have never done anything like this before, but it was a blast, and I loved picking him apart. It was fun.
We managed to find things that I haven't seen other places. That's true.
Yeah. And then sometimes we mix in a little what do you call it? What's the guy that doesn't think animals are real?
Hans Wormhat.
Yes. And Roger.
Yeah.
They're all fake.
And some people that other people have covered, and it's fun.
Yeah. And by other people, so the two channels that are the most likely to have covered somebody that we've covered are Sir Sick and Logicked.
Yeah. Actually, you can't see my analytics, but they actually people your channel follows. Dapper Dinosaur. Since we had him on, he's top 3. And then it's Logic and Sir Sick for the other two. Well, my top 3 that other people in the chat also watch. So
interesting.
I was like, wow, maybe I should be in the suggested after their videos. Then algorithm, right?
Well, especially because Logic releases videos right before our show starts on Sundays.
Yeah. That would be nice.
If we could figure that out,
already know.
I want to reach out to Logic and see if that would be a thing that we could arrange some sort of way.
All right, coming up, I think we have Al Trucker, Stephanie. I believe we're making a coming back. We have Gurr. We have other people. Mark Reed will be on in a few weeks. So I mean, I don't know. I've invited a lot of my friends to come and laugh with me, and I'm gonna try to break the brain. And
Aw.
if you
Before
Oh, I'm kidding.
Okay, so before you schedule the show for either,
we're booked through October.
yeah, but so the fifth or the my birthday is November 9th.
Okay.
And so I want to we should.
We're gonna figure something out.
We're gonna cover something. We're gonna cover something that Maya never lets me cover. I don't know exactly what it is yet, but it's the word flat Earth is gonna be in there like 8 places. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, I did promise that.
Yeah.
Boy, you got a great birthday present this year. That new Marvels movie is coming out on your birthday.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Fancy. Which one is that? What new movie?
Marvels, Captain Marvel. A couple other people.
Okay.
I don't want to say it because I'll give it away, and I don't want to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, Sub to Titan makes me giggle, and it reminds me that it takes my mind off the fact that I have to do a flat Earth stream coming up. God. All right. Ladies, gentlemen, all right, it's been 2 hours. We're getting out of here. Chat, thank you. And I did a thing with Skeptic Haven yesterday. They're doing a fundraiser stream. So to try to be a 503c or something like that, so that they can help people, atheists and people coming out of religion, because it's really hard not having that support network. And I, definitely support them in that. So it's on my channel, but also, definitely go over to their channel. And, if you have a couple of pennies to rub together, help them in their crowdfunding efforts. I don't have anything coming up this week. Doc, do you have anything coming up this week?
No. No, I don't. I've been working on a website, actually, a bingo website. So if you would like to host bingo for things that you cover on your channel, and there are a lot of people, this show.
I want to do it.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, Beck. I can totally imagine you wanting to do it, so I can make you a mod on the bingo site that I'm. I started testing it yesterday. Al Trucker helped me test some of it. I think Bree would totally love to incorporate some of that on some of the stuff. I'm kind of hoping to start a new fun thing, and be. It can be another a way that I contribute to the community that isn't
cool, man.
Content, because awesome. Video editing sounds like a lot of work that is not
it
particularly
is. That's why I just do lives. That's why
I know. It's so much. It's so easy. I haven't done one in 6 months.
It's a big commitment to create content like that and edit and blah blah blah. It's a lot. I just go live and talk to people about whatever I want to talk about.
But I love coding. I learned how to make a website in the last month, and I don't know of anyone else in the community that does any of that, and I just learned how, vaguely, sort of. So yeah,
cool. It's awesome, man.
All right, so I just want to say thanks to everybody. Nobody is saying if they're going live next. Usually I get somebody who's just like, hey, everybody come watch me. But Titan, thank you for putting a bunch of content creators in the side chat for us. And if anybody's going live, I don't know, hopefully
Oz has been live. He's practicing for his, if anybody wants to go listen to music and jam with him, he's practicing for his competition. So he is laying down tracks and recording shit right now. So good time to hang out with him. He's being all serious.
Right.
Maya, I'm looking at the clock, and I just wanted to confirm our agreement that everything after 2 hours I get time and a half.
Wait a minute,
Yes, I will
Jenny's getting
definitely.
paid?
I'm giving you. Yeah, no,
I
am.
volunteered
every-
for free.
Everybody
Fuck.
is getting double time right now. So, all right, we're getting out of here. All right, bye everybody. See you next week. Bad Science Sunday,
Bye bye.
9:30 Eastern.
Bye
Yep.
bye.
Peace.
Don't get